Hey friends, welcome to my page DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. How is everybody? We're going to make our ornaments today and we're going to paint them completely from scratch. So I was going to pre-paint, but my life I never have enough time for everything. So anyways, that'll be good. You can see the whole process. So it's very similar to the blocks that we painted last week for the leaning house ladder. So there's a lot of details, but it should paint up fairly quick. Hopefully I'll be done before Terry gets here. So here is our fun little project. How are you guys? Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through our week. Tomorrow I will not be here. I will be setting up for my craft show. It will be quite a long day for me. I actually cannot get there till 8. I thought we got there earlier last year, but I think I'm wrong. But it's a very long day for us. So I get to be one of the first people to unload, which is good, but then I will help others unload theirs. So here's our cute little ornaments, and then we have the striped string, and we are going to paint these little cutie pies. Go ahead and say hello, and I will get this shared, and let me see who's here. It's just been such a busy week. I knew it would be. So, it's my last week to get things ready, and I can't even find my page. Where's my page? Oh my goodness. Does anybody see my page? Somebody hid my page. There it is. Found it. All right. Let me go ahead and put myself up in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. There we are. Hi, guys. All right. How's your week going so far? Let me turn down my volume because I always forget to do that. Let me share this to VIP. I found the little menu where I do that. They moved it. So I did find that. That's a good thing. So get that shared to VIP group. It just can't, for some reason, I can't share to my channel. Maybe they took my channel away. Who knows? All right, this is what we're painting, guys. This is our monthly kit. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I will say hello to everybody. Let me move these, and then we will put all our little pieces out. We'll kind of group it together with each ornament in a line because that will be easier to put it up on the board. They are just so cute. So last night I painted something new, but I didn't take a picture. So I'll have to wait to show you. It's a snowman shovel, and it turned out adorable. I really didn't have a sample to go from. So I just kind of did my own thing. And I think I like it. I think I like it. All right, I have all my little brushes because we're going to need small brushes to paint with this. I am going to need room at the bottom for my palette dish. Let me go ahead and make that a little bit smaller. So you can see the top. And then let me see, let's start getting these on here. You have to update your cover on your page. It shows October monthly kit still. Yeah. It usually takes me a couple of months to update. I know. I actually have to do a collage of all of the things. I create that in Canva, so I don't always have time. to do it. I'm going to put all these little pieces that I have to do at the bottom, and then this next. So anything that has all the details, I'm going to put down here. I know. I have a lot to do. I have a lot on my plate. I do. So let me go ahead and get this up here. I'm just surprised I get done what I do. I did get all my emails typed in for my craft show, so that was a good thing. Hi Melissa over on YouTube. Hi Julie. Hi Carrie. Good morning. Hi Holly. Good morning Bridget. Hi Lori Walsh. Hey Lynn, how are you? Hi Sherry. Good morning, Sylvia. Hi, April. Good morning, Laura and Lucia. I am happy you guys are all here. I am running a little bit late, but you know what? I had some stuff to do this morning. So sometimes I got to do it. Sometimes. Okay, let's see how we want to do this. Just try to keep everything that goes together in one line so that it's easy for me. Maybe I should try to keep the muzzles together. Not necessarily everything that paints the same together. It doesn't always work out that way. That needs details. Trying to do the detail stuff down below. I'm trying to make this easy, but it's not always easy. This one doesn't have as many pieces on it. Have the little bulb. How's your week going, guys? Is it as crazy as mine? If you're doing craft shows, then I am sure that you are just as cray-cray as me. Tomorrow will be one of the longest setups that I have, just because we have to wait for them to go in and get the booth spaces all figured out, and then because they get there right at 8, so we unload and then everybody else unloads. I think it was 2 hours before. It's like, I need to bring a comfy chair to kick back in. Honestly, I do. I need to bring a comfy chair, because last year we were just kind of sitting on the ground, and that was not fun. So I'm going to think about that this year and bring me a comfy chair to sit on. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's get started. Hi, Chris. How are you? Hi, Valerie. Valerie, our show this weekend is up in Escondido. I know that's close to you. I can't remember. Do you live in Escondido? I know you're up there somewhere. So it's at the Escondido Performing Arts Center, and it starts Friday. It's Friday, Saturday, 9 to 5 on Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturday. So come see us. Come see us. All right, let's get started. We've got a lot to paint, a lot to do before Tara gets here. All right, let's do this. Let's just start up in the corner and start with that. I have my sheet, so when you get your kit, I'm going to give you the link too. You're going to get these 2 sheets, okay? First sheet tells you all the colors. So I was able to come in here and I was able to pull all my colors, and hopefully I have all of them on there. Once in a while I'll miss one. And then I have a picture that is a little bit larger, and that's what I'm going to go by. So with this one, your sign's going to be your freebie. It's pretty easy to paint. I just use the same colors, and it's going to be painted the same. So I'm going to use my little cheat sheet right there to paint from. You haven't searched yet, but do you know if you have the Christmas chickens in your shop? I don't, but I do have the pattern, and I plan to cut them out. So I'm hoping to be able to cut out the Christmas chickens next week. But yeah, I do have that pattern. Okay, so we're going to start up at the top. We're going to do everything that is our Hauser medium green. So we're just going to go around and do everything that's Hauser medium green. So I'm going to look at my little cheat sheet. I know the chickens are they're the ornaments, right? There's the standers too. So there's standers and there's ornaments. The little tree is this color, and then the bottom of the present. Yeah, the chickens are super cute. I just you know, it's hard because I do have a full-time job, so it makes it difficult. I have so much on my plate already. I wish that I didn't have to work at this point, but I love my job. It's so funny because I love my job. I would love to not have to work, but I do have to work still. I still have a few more years, and I just love the company. They are just amazing. I'm going to give you the link to the Christmas section so it's a 2025 DARS Christmas Craft Club. Okay, I'm going to give you the link. And I have these as standards also. A lot of people are ordering both because they're just so darn cute. It's the same exact thing, except that they have the stand. So Yeah, the little Sanders. Yeah, I do have that. So I'll be creating them. Hi Pam, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so green. Okay, let's do all the antlers. So I'm just gonna kind of go down. So all the antlers. We actually should do the center of the reindeer's head. We should do all the milk chocolate. Okay, which is only the center of the head. We don't have, if you have the standards, then the standards would be that color. Okay, so I'm going to take a small angle brush and do that. And I think I can do it with it just sitting there. If I need to lift these up so I can do it easier, I will. I will have to do 2 coats. So I'm doing, this is like the center of the forehead, right down between the eyes. Okay, so the forehead and right between the eyes, there's that little part. I like to paint that a different color. So I painted the milk chocolate. Okay, on some of them, there's just barely, like this one, the hat's going to cover most of it. There's going to be a muzzle on there, so you don't have to be quite as careful. The main color of these are sable brown. So sable brown is your main color on the reindeer. I did order a bunch of paints. I ordered through Michael's. They had a sale. Since Hobby Lobby is going out of business, I wanted to stock up on the colors that I use all the time. This time of year, we're using a lot. I usually am ordering. At this time of year, I'm ordering a lot of my paints. A few of the colors that I couldn't get, I had to order directly from the company, Deco Art. There was Williamsburg Blue was one of them. There was a couple of other ones that I couldn't get that I ordered through them. So there's my milk chocolate. We'll go back and we'll do a second coat. Let's do the ears, the bottom of the ears. So we're going to use our vintage pink. We will have 3. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Good morning. We're trying to paint these and get them done before Tara gets here. I don't want her to have to walk in. The room is awful. If she gets here before I'm done, she's not going to be happy because I got stuff all over her laser. So even the tail has a little bit right there on it. This is vintage pink. Vintage pink. And this is vintage pink. The cheeks will also be vintage pink. So I have all my colors on the sheet. When you get your little monthly kit, you'll get the 2 sheets of paper. The first one is like a cover sheet that has all the colors on it. The second sheet, the pictures are enlarged, so it's easier to follow. And we're doing the little details on here first, and we'll just kind of go back and forth. It took me about an hour and a half to paint for these the other night, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see. And I'm not doing bows at the top. There's so much detail on these guys. I did not want to take away from all of that, so I'm only putting the red and white stripes string. Sometimes I think that less is more on that. The bows and the beads, that's fine on some of the other ornaments, but these just, I don't want to take away from their cuteness. So I decided that I would just do the string. Do you know, we go through so much ribbon around here. I buy ribbon in the 100-yard rolls and 50-yard rolls, the little narrow ribbon. And then the beads, I buy tons and tons of beads at a time, so I have them. Yeah. I just got done uploading my mailing list with the emails. My email list to MailChimp. I'm using MailChimp now because that's easier to send out my emails. And I have 800 people. And then I found I found another sheet to enter. So I'm probably gonna have about 850 people that I email about the craft show. Okay, I'm using Fawn. Burlap and Fawn are really close, but I found this jar. It's an older jar of Fawn, and it's so close. I'm like, I'm just going to use it up. So Burlap or Fawn, this is for the antlers. So we're going to get all the antlers done. We're just going to keep going back and forth as things dry. You know, we'll get our second coats on everything. The hardest part probably is all the detail around the face. So I'll look at comments in a second. I got my 4 cases of water delivered yesterday. I did DoorDash my water. I usually do that the day before. I already have it all for my thing. I'm working on my giving tree for the fundraiser for the Humane Society and also for the let me think. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Frosted Faces. Sorry, sometimes I have to concentrate. So, okay, I have all my antlers. All my antlers are separate, which is easy. Okay, let me look and see. No. I think I might have said going out of business. No, sorry, they're not going out of business. If I said that. They are discontinuing the paint. They're not going out of business. I'm a little tired. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, they're discontinuing the deco art. If they're going out of business, we would all cry. Yeah, so don't spread that rumor. Don't say, but Darlene said. Sorry, guys. It's been a very long week. I am trying to get way too much done in such a short time. Honestly. Don't repeat anything I say. That's so funny. Yeah, read between the lines. When I am tired, I am right now. It won't matter how much. This is light buttermilk. It won't matter how much sleep I get. My brain is tired. My brain is tired from having to have so many things in it. I'm just like, I have so much that my brain has saved in it. Okay, let's do, oh, I forgot my red. Where's my red? You would think I would have it out here. I have so many colors out here. Okay, so Tuscan red. I have to move this. I have to make room for my red. Okay, so Tuscan red. We're going to do 2 of our reindeer's noses red. And then we have a couple of things that are red. Yeah, if I tell you one thing and you know that it's something else, just please correct me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Don't listen to Darlene on days when she's tired. I have to tell you, it has been a really difficult year. Let's see this. So Tuscan red. Okay, this hat here. Yeah, it's been a difficult year as far as energy and all of that. I do not feel like the energy bunny this year. Energizer bunny. I do not feel like the Energizer bunny. I stumble on my words. Yeah. It's been that kind of year for me. Let's see. This nose is black on this one. And this nose is red. Okay. All right. I feel like there's supposed to be one more hat. No, the other hat's white. Okay. Do I have one more bow somewhere? Where is it? One more bow. This bow. Here it is. Okay. The bows are red. All right. So, hi, Karen Ross. How are you? You almost fell out of your chair. April. Oh my goodness. Yeah. See, I thought I said the paint, but I probably said that they're going out of business. You know, knowing me. Okay, let's get our second coat of brown because we will be doing our sable on there. So let's get our second coat of the brown in between. So I'm looking at my weather forecast. It looks like it may not rain tomorrow. However, Friday, Saturday, there will be rain. We do know that we have had some of our best shows when it rains, and it is because people love to go to the craft show. Our customers won't. The rain is not going to stop them from going to the craft show. They're still going to go. And when they get in there, they don't want to leave when it's rainy. They're going to want to keep shopping. So they're going to sit there and wait until there's a break in the rain, and they're going to shop and shop and shop. So we have rain. We have like 90% chance of rain one of the days. I'm like, yeah, we'll probably get rain. But there's been times when there's been 90% chance of rain and it hasn't rained. And I'm like, oh, that was luck. There's always that 10%, right? So I wonder what it is this morning. I wonder, what does it say this morning for us? It says, yeah, tomorrow's going to be sunny. Yay. So setup day was sunny. And then 58%. Oh, it changed. Did it change? Oh, no. 80%. Oh, it did change, but you're not going to like this. 80% chance of rain tomorrow. 95% chance on Saturday. I think it's going to rain. I just hope it finishes raining before it finishes all of its rain before it's time for cleanup, because it is miserable to pack your trailer in the rain and boxes get wet and things can get moldy. So I would have to take things out the next day and dry everything. But it's going to rain. It's going to rain for several days. It's going to rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday is my craft show setup for my show. So Tuesday, Wednesday, there's going to be sunshine. So it's going to stop for my craft show. My craft show, it doesn't show any rain in the horizon, but things can change. Things can change. So, okay, so this is my vintage pink that I'm doing the ears. Trying to get that all done. And the tail. So what do you guys have going on this weekend? Who's going to my craft show? Who's coming to see me at my craft show? Anyone on there? Who lives up in the Escondido area besides Valerie? Valerie's going to come. Rain's not going to stop her. Yeah. And even though it says a lot of rain, we need the rain. California, we don't want to be in a drought. So I can't boo-hoo when it rains. And inevitably it's going to rain during somebody's craft show. I've had it where the craft show that I was in charge of, the rain was pouring and it was coming down so hard. Okay, let me see. This is going to be white, I believe. Yeah, white. Let's get some white in there. It's coming down so hard that it was running down the hill and into the door. We had to put it, like, get towels and do like a little sand barricade when it was at the Sweetwater Church. Yeah, it was pouring that much. It's not easy being a diva. I tell you what, it's not easy for me to be anything lately. I just have a lot of responsibility. So I take it very seriously that my job as a bookkeeper, I take that very seriously because I have to make sure that I get everything done before, I juggle in between everything. So that one is white. And then scarves. Okay, so what haven't I painted yet? I need my light Hauser green. And then this one is pink. And this is pink. Oh, this hat. What color is that hat? That hat is white. Okay, so that hat is white. Okay, I knew there was a white hat. Okay. All right. So next we're going to do this scarf here is the light Hauser green. Would you happen to have one of those Chocateur shadow boxes they use? I don't. I used the last one. I used the last one when I had my Peanuts collection that I had to do for Chocateur. I am completely out. If there's anyone on here that has one that wants to sell it to you, you can send Laura a message if you have one of the shadow boxes available. I am completely out. Sorry. That's what happens when I sell everything. And then I go, oh, I need that. I was lucky that I had somebody that didn't pay. I have boxes that people didn't pay. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? Well, believe it that oh, I need to get both of those are cotton candy. I need cactus flower if I have it over here. Otherwise, I'm going to be mixing it. Ooh, it looks like I'm going to be mixing that color. Okay, so my scarf is cactus flower. I don't have one in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a little bit of cotton candy with vintage pink. And just get a different color, just so I have a different color for the scarf. So yeah, I sold everything, unfortunately. I'm also sad that I didn't get more of the palette, the palette. Let me think which one I'm doing. Which one am I doing? Oh, this one here. This one and the scarf. So I kind of mixed that color to just being cotton candy. This one should be cotton candy, but we're just going to do it with this color. I didn't get more of the palette signs before they discontinued them. There's a couple of sizes that sold out. There's still some of the large ones. There's still some of the 18 by 18. And there are some of the 18 by 24. Well, the other day they were. It's hard to know what there is now. Okay, so black for that. We will need black for other things. Okay, so next is gray. So I need a little bit of slate gray. And then we'll start doing second coats on other things, and we'll start doing our details on our little guy. Okay, so the only thing I have to do with this slate gray is the top of the ornament is slate gray. Okay, let's okay, is that still dry? No, let's go ahead and let's start all of our sable brown. There's a lot. Okay, so our sable brown is what our little reindeer is made of, basically. So we use sable brown for his body. Okay, there's a little bit right there on the neck, and then up along the tail. I know that Michael's had shadow boxes once upon a time. You might check there and see what they have. I have purchased shadow boxes from Michael's before Chocator had them. So before they had them, I had used some from Michael's. So check there and see what they have, or Hobby Lobby, both places. Okay, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. I will be doing the hooves. So what do you have that people did not pay for? I don't even know, because it's already packaged. That's the problem. I might just do some mystery boxes, because I have no clue what's inside of them. Because remember, I boxed everything up. I boxed everything up, and their name is on it, and the weight is on it, and they refuse to pay. So I think I have 4 boxes of things. Two of them are larger and 2 are smaller envelopes. And so maybe when I have time, I am just going to post a picture of them. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to just charge the shipping, and I will put them up for grabs. I will put them up for grabs for the shipping. So when I have time to do that, I will just do that, because I'm not going to unbox them. It's going to be it's going to be a total, let me move this out of the way, like a mystery box. And you're not going to know. All you're going to do is pay the shipping, because I'm really tired of people doing that to me. I really am. Those people, I probably haven't blocked them yet. And one of them is somebody that buys all the time, and she changed her mind. Well, the problem with changing your mind once I have everything packed up, that's a problem. I can't just, I mean, it screws me over, and it screws people over, and it's not nice. So if you're going to claim stuff, you best pay for it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to be allowed to participate in the sales. I will just ignore or block. I'll either block you from the page. I hate to do that because I do like to share my tutorials. You know, I like people to be able to interact, but I will just ignore any comment when you claim something. I will have my blacklist, and you won't be allowed to participate in this sales. Okay, it's not nice to do that. Sorry, I actually have one person that still owes a lot of money from a transfer sale. A lot of, like, hundreds of dollars that has done a partial payment. I'm tired of those things. You know what? This new year, next year, I'm gonna have some new rules. Darling is. So anyways, don't claim things when I do my sales. Doing the sales is a lot of work. I did not get to do the peanut sale this last weekend. It is a lot of, it's a huge effort. I do not have someone to help me with that stuff. I have Tara 3 hours a day only to cut kits and mail stuff out. My coffee table is heaping full of boxes, guys. You probably saw your names come up, and some of them will come up first thing this morning because we cut everything and we're just going to box it up this morning. But you probably saw your names come up on as your order being shipped yesterday, but it didn't because the postman did not run yesterday because of Veterans Day. So, okay, doing sable brown, doing all around my areas. So you got a shadow box from Hobby. Oh, good. Yeah, I was thinking that they probably would have some. Oh yeah, go to Hobby Lobby and check out their shadow boxes. They probably have all different sizes. I remember getting some really cool ones and doing some really fun things. They're kind of hard for me to take to craft shows because I always worry about them, because I think the ones at Hobby Lobby actually are glass. They're not the plastic acrylic. I think that the front part is actually glass. Okay, this is a lot for me to paint this sitting on here. It would be easier for me to turn my project, but I do have an angle brush. So thanks. You looked on Amazon and the ones you found had a cushion back. It's hard to push pin. Oh, okay. You need the one with the wood back. Yeah. Check Hobby Lobby and or Michael's. I remember Michael's had multiple sizes when I got them, and that's been probably 10 years. Maybe no, it hasn't been 10 years because I was doing Chocolate Tour, so 7 years ago. Hi, Judy Kirk. How are you? We are painting reindeer. It is a reindeer kind of day. It feels like reindeer. Reindeer in the forecast. Are you ready for all that rain? It's not supposed to rain tomorrow on our setup day for Seasons of the Heart. It is supposed to rain Friday, Saturday. I'm not thrilled with rain on Teardown. I'm definitely going to see if April's helper is coming, because I will gladly pay her to help me. I've gotten really, really quick at Teardown lately. I'm not the last one out. Surprisingly, I was not the last one out. So at the preschool, I'm almost always the last one out the door. Your shadow box had a soft backing. Oh yeah, so you used 100-pound cardstock. Oh, that's great. That's great. Shadow boxes. Yeah. I don't need a shadow box, but somebody on here does. Yeah, it's supposed to rain really hard. 95% chance of rain now on. They won't say 100% chance, because what if they're wrong, right? You rarely see 95% chance of rain. You rarely see that. We do need the rain. It's just not. It's never fun to pull a trailer through traffic in the rain, because people are crazy enough as it is. So it might be that if it's raining hard, I'll just wait it out. I'll just sit there and I'll wait, and I'll take a little nap in my truck. And when I wake up, maybe the rain will be gone. Because, it does take a while to tear down. I'll probably be out of there about 6 o'clock. We close at 3. So I'm hoping that rain will have moved on through on Saturday when it is time for us to load up our trailers. Okay, I might have to touch that up. I kind of went into the wrong area. Okay, so I am gonna do the hooves last. I am painting over. I'm just painting it all sable brown. Is it sable brown or just sable? Let me look and see. It is, yeah, sable brown. Okay, so getting that all painted, and then we'll get our second coats on everything else. All right, we're getting there. It just takes a while. It just takes a while. Okay, so let me bring back my paint from here so it's easier for me. Okay, let's do our burlap, which actually this is fawn. There's a couple of colors. Khaki tan is also close to burlap. Second coats are always a lot easier to just kind of quickly do. There's a lot of times there's enough paint on the paintbrush. I don't even have to reload it. So you started two Mr. and Mrs. Claus porch cleaner sets yesterday, but oh, fun. Not doing the traditional. Oh, I want to see. I definitely want to see when you're done. I bet they're going to be so cute. I love stuff like that. Okay, I'm trying to look at all the comments, but also have to keep focused. When Boyd Anderson went out of business, he bought cases of all sizes. Oh, okay. Do they have a wooden back on them? And do you still have them? Laura's looking for one. I think is it a size? Are they 9x9? There's something like that. Like a 9x9 is the size that. Judy, maybe get with Laura Anderson on here. Maybe get with her and see if you have something that she needs. You never know. You never know. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I think I need to do my second coats on the green. We are going to use a little sponge to put some details on that. We have to do the little berries. Trying to paint as quickly as I can because I was running behind schedule. It's just hard. I had stuff I had to do first thing this morning. So that always makes it for an interesting day for me. I do have to do stripes on the scarves. Both of them need stripes. Okay. This is my Lighthouser green. So I have Lighthouser green, medium Hauser green, Tuscan red, cactus flower, cotton candy, a little bit of everything. I already did my reds. Okay, the only things that I need second coats on now. Oh, I need the muzzle. Where is that? Muzzle is, I might have used this one. Okay, so light buttermilk. Okay, muzzle. Okay, I think I got that. I might have used the wrong one. I might have used the wrong one on that. Okay, let's do our second coat on sable brown. There's a lot to do, so I'm going to move that out of the way. And then we can do our cheekies. We need to do the hooves. We need to do stripes on the candy cane, stripes on the scarves, and cheekies, eyeballs, all the details. Oh, and then we need to ink everything. That's what's going to take a little bit of time. So my intention was to have it painted and we just start inking and assembling. But you know what? Sometimes you need to see it start from start to finish. And sometimes YouTube doesn't keep my videos. So if it didn't keep the video of the blocks, then you have these. Now, the standers are exactly these same characters. They just have a stand. So that is available as an add-on. On the standards, you can use your discount. So you can use your VIP 25. On the monthly kits, These are already discounted and you get the freebies, so you don't get to use the coupon code with the monthly kits because it's already discounted. I had somebody ask that. I know it can be confusing, but I already did, because I do a bundle and you get the little freebie, so there's already a discount in there. So we have to make some money. We have to keep the doors open. We have to keep paying the bills, so I have to make a little bit of money at this, or my hubby might get mad. It can't all just be a hobby business. I do have to show a profit. Even though I love to just give everything away to everybody. You know, I am pretty giving. I am pretty giving most of the time. Most of the time. All right. So we'll do hooves, we'll do the stripes, we'll do the cheekies, we'll do the eyeballs, and then tons of inking. I think it'll go fast though. It went pretty fast when I did it. It did. So it is 7:57. I have an hour before Tara gets here. I know I'm running late. I do have everything done for my other business. For my bookkeeping job. I did all my paperwork last night. So I have 2 things I have to do today, but not right off the start. Although I could start getting phone calls. I start getting phone calls or messages. But we're just going to roll with it. We are just going to roll with it. We are. You guys, I ordered a gingerbread. I'm so glad I only ordered one. I have a whole box of things to return to Amazon. I tell you, some of the quality of the stuff, the things that I got is terrible. I ordered some gingerbread things to use for my craft show that's coming up. That the one I'm in charge of, kind of have it gingerbread themed, and I had a really cute tablecloth that I ordered. It is not cute in person. Not everything is as it appears on Amazon when you get it. So I have a whole box of things that have to go back. So, oh, you're just looking for one. Okay. Dennis in the post. Okay, perfect. Thank you. These are memory boxes for the grandkids. Not sure if they're what's left. Oh, okay. I see. Perfect. Yeah. When do you need it, Laura? Because it might be better for you to check at Michael's or Hobby Lobby and see what they have. Depends on when you need it. I'm trying to keep up with comments. If I miss yours, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to look back. Hi, Betty. How are you? Running late. That's a story of my life. I try not to be, but with this stuff, I'm kind of like, if I need my sleep in the morning, I need my sleep. It's been a tough year health-wise for me. I'm going to say 2027 is going to be my year. I'm going to continue on my weight loss journey. I'm kind of stalled right now. I think it's because of stress. I know that people that get stressed, their weight loss stops, and they just start holding on to the pounds. I think that that's kind of happening at the moment. I'm a little bit stressed. I need to get past my craft show. It needs to be a really good one. And it's actually going to be really busy. I did so much advertising for my show. My ads for, okay, so I have all that done. I do need to do the hooves. Let's go ahead and let's dry at this point so that we get everything dry. I'm gonna do the hooves on these little guys. Let me find the right brush. I might have to look in my drawer to find a smaller one. That one's kind of big. I would like a smaller area or smaller brush, but it'll probably work as long as it's a good angle brush. It actually doesn't matter. You don't have to use the whole brush. I don't know how to post a picture. Judy, I don't think you can post a picture on there. Okay, if you send it to my phone, I'll hold my phone up. It is real glass. Okay. Oh, I'll hold it up and show. Okay, yeah, they are the 9x9 ones. Okay, perfect. I'll hold it up to the thing, and they are real glass, what you used. Okay, so this is what she has. Okay, so can you see? That's what she has. So there's one looks black and one looks like a wood grain. Okay, let's do the hooves. Can be tricky, but you can just follow where you need to go. This brush is a little big. I'm just using the very end of it. Laura's probably at work right now too, so she's probably limited on what she can comment. Okay, be careful right there. And then we'll do cheekies and eyeballs. And then we'll start taking some things off of here. We'll slide our whole board up when we do the stripes. We have to do candy cane stripes. Now, I missed the center hooves when I did this the first time. I was assembling the arms, and I'm like, wait a second. He has hooves down here at the bottom. Those are his front paws, his front legs. They're in front of him. Gray wood grain. Okay. Well, she's looking for the Chocator shadow box. I don't have any more. Do you have any, Sarah? So the Chocator ones, it hinges open. Do yours open at the back? Is that how yours open at the back? The Chocator ones, it actually opens kind of like a door, and you insert the stuff that way, and then you close it. It has a little magnetic button that it snaps shut. Makes it really easy to put your stuff in there. I just know that I sold all mine, and I happen to have one on the shelf that didn't get. I must have miscounted or something. It didn't get paid for. That was on the shelf. Oh, you know what? I need to paint these little things here. I always end up having to go back and paint that. So I need to paint that. Yeah, if you have the Chocator one, that's probably what she would prefer. But Laura can decide. Oh, Sarah does have some. Okay, so Laura, Sarah has one of the Chocator ones. If you want to get with her, we can figure this out. See, it's all about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? All right. Oh my goodness, I have such a long list for today. I printed more of my flyers for my upcoming show that's next week. I don't have my contract yet for the new building for the Apple Crate show. I don't have the contract yet. I'm hoping today. That would be nice because they've been off for the last 2 days for Veterans Day. It closes down. Okay. Let me do cheekies and eyeballs. So the cheeks go on this part. So I'm going to use the vintage pink. I'm going to grab a piece of paper towel and my dauber. Okay, yeah, just get together. Great. I'm glad that works out. Okay. Because that way you know what they are. You know exactly what they're going to be and how they are, and you can chalk on that back part because it's wood. That's the nice thing, that it's already there for you. I know when they stop making things, I always hate using the last one because then I'm like, I'm gonna need it. You know what? I can always figure out something else. I don't like it when they quit making something. It always makes me sad. It makes me sad. Oh, there's like a little piece right here that's red. on the mouth. So this one has a little mouth. Let me get my stylus and do that. Where's my red? There's like a little tiny, like his mouth is open. Okay. And then let's do the eyeballs. And do I have another stylus that's bigger than this one? Gosh, guys, sometimes my stuff disappears here. It must have dropped on the floor. I have a stylus, but it's small. It just makes more work. Okay, so getting my eyeballs done. I just kind of draw them on with the stylus. I'm having to dip it a couple of times. This stylus is very small. Styluses come in different sizes. This one is extra small. All right. Okay. We're getting the eyeballs, trying not to touch the legs or the hooves that I just painted. And then we'll move this up and we'll do the stripes on the scarves and on the candy cane. We'll get those done. I just keep going in kind of, not a circle, it's an oval. Just kind of paint it on. I need a little more black. My problem is that my black is almost gone. So when I dip the stylus in it, it's not getting much paint on it at all. Okay. I need to look and see. I did put a highlight on the nose and on the cheeks. I didn't put a highlight in the eyes. Oh, I did. Wait a second. Hang on. I did on these. I lied. I did. So we'll want to dry that before we do our highlights. We'll try to dry this. Okay, that eye needs to be a little bit bigger. It is scored there. This one looks pretty small too. I'm just go around and around, just paint it on. If you want to use a little tiny brush, you can. I just find that using the stylus just works better for me, and I just try to stay within the line. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Sometimes my eyeballs are a little wonky, but guess what? It gives it character. I was recently told that people love the faces on my little things. I was told that I was running the register at the craft show in Alpine, and I was told that they love my faces. Betty says, does anybody remember the size of the shiplap board? Yeah, there was the 5x7, the 9x12, the 12x18, 18x18, and the 18x24. So they had all the same sizes that we have the transfers. So yeah, they clearanced them. So they were 50% off last week. I missed the first 2 days, and that's when they sold out. So they had the sale. So pay attention to those sales because they're having some really good things. And sometimes they do clearance out stuff like that. They try to get rid of that last inventory. Okay, I'm trying to get these eyeballs done. They're pretty thick. Snap it back down without having it be a problem. I watched the cutest Hallmark movie last night. It might not have been Hallmark, but it's like the Hallmark ones. And they had to ride on a snowmobile to get home for Christmas. It was just the cutest thing. At one point, they got chased by a bear. And an old timer, because they were in his cabin. They didn't know that the cabin was occupied. It was the cutest. I love those little Hallmark movies. They are just so sweet. Okay, and then I do the three dots on here. So I'm gonna get all those dots on. I'm gonna do the nose. So the nose is gonna have the little side slash mark thing. Okay, just getting all of our details in. Okay, let's do the nose that's right up here. Just kind of go sideways and then do a little dot. And then maybe I can do my dots after that. Okay, do these noses. We'll dry. We still have to do, oops, my tape's sticking to me. Still have to do the wreath up there. So we have to sponge, we'll have to sponge details onto that and then do the berries. Okay, we're good. We're doing good, guys. Okay, let's move things up. I think I messed that up. Let me find that brush. Where is that brush? I need to touch that up. Somehow I got white on there. It must have been on my hand. Okay, let's move this up. We're going to paint stuff down here. We're going to do stuff down here. Everybody's so good. They work together with things. All right, let's do this. I need that sponge brush. I need this. Okay. And then I'm going to sponge onto here. And then we're going to do the red dots after. We need to do stripes on this, stripes on this, and stripes on this. That's the only other detail. And then we'll just dry everything. Okay, so I'm going to take my little sponge. I have a paper towel. I'm going to use the Hauser light green. And I'm going to sponge that on. And it's just that little sponge that we used for the gingerbreads a while back. So yeah, so just like that. If you get too much, then just go back over it with the other green. Okay, you can go back and forth as needed. Okay, and then we're going to do the little red dots. So let's go ahead and let's dry that really quickly so we can do our red dots. Okay, I'm going to have to use the end of a paintbrush because my stylus is too small for those red dots. I need to bring in another stylus in here. Okay, so let's just switch this around, play switcheroo. I'm going to do my little dots. I do want them to be a little bit bigger. I did 6 sets of the standers, so I was doing a lot of dots. Okay, so that's all you do. You just dip it and dot it. Dip dots. Okay, so then I'm going to put that back up there. We'll dry all of those things. We can use the same brush that I have at the other end to do our stripes. So this one has stripes on it that are from the Hauser medium green. So I'm just going to do those little stripes on this. Okay. And you know what? Every single time it turns out a little bit different, guys. They're never the same because I just kind of swoosh them. Okay, that one goes with the sitting down guy. That goes here. Trying to put them back in place. Okay, I need a brush for that. This brush works good. I'm just going to grab a Clorox wipe and I'm going to wipe this. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe my brush because I don't have water in here. I'm going to use that same brush. I'm going to dry it really quick. And use that for the stripes on my candy cane. So we're using the Tuscan red. Just doing my stripes. They don't have to be perfect. There are score lines so you can follow it. But hey, there's a hair in the way. If you don't have it perfect, it's okay, guys. It's okay. No one's going to know. No one's going to know. If your hand wiggles a little bit, don't worry. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. I promise. It's all small stuff. Okay, so last part. Okay, this goes right here. What we're going to do is we're going to dry everything and then we'll assemble. Okay, I need this same brush again. I'm going to use it. We're going to do stripes with dragon fruit. So I need another palette dish. I use 3 palette dishes to get this done. Let me move these. I'm done with these. I don't need any more paint except for dragon fruit. So I might just use a small, let's just use the corner of this instead of using a whole one. Okay, so I just need, oh, that's not dragon fruit. Hello, this is dragon fruit. Get the right paint, Darlene. Okay, only need a little bit. So I'm doing my stripes. I am also doing, nope, just doing the stripes, not doing the fringe. Okay, I had to look at it. So you're going to have your little cheat sheet. So I'm just sitting, I'm referring back and forth to my picture. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I'm checking my picture, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. It's easier to do this on the board. It kind of sticks to this Silpat stuff when I go to turn it. It kind of sticks to it. All right. Okay. I think I want another stripe right down here. Okay, good to go. This goes with this guy here. Okay, I'm gonna turn it there. And let's just get all those things dry. And then we will start doing all of our details, our inking, sorry, not our details. Let me just bring this back for a minute. And then we're gonna push it back up. We'll start pre-assembling. That's when I find out if I have missed anything as far as painting. So we have all these dots. They take a little bit to dry. I'm just going to be going back and forth. Usually I'm doing big batches, so it's dry by the time that I'm done with one part. The next part is dry. I don't want to mess it up because I've done a pretty decent job. I don't want to mess it up. I need to put the eyelashes on. So there's eyelashes. And there's smiles, okay? There's smiles, like there's like a little bit sideways smile. It's on the muzzle part, so we'll do that. And the eyelashes, of course, are by the eyes. Okay, I think we're getting there. Just one more time over everything. And then we'll call it good. I think we're good. Those are dry. I worry about this. I think those are still a little. Okay. And then we just tap it back down. They raised up on me. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's do our mouths. Okay. So this one is sideways like this. It's kind of like a little smirk. This one is the same. Just like a little half smile. This one goes the other direction. This one is just the mouth part that has the little red in it. And then eyelashes. I know it looks like, hey, you do that and it looks so easy. It is easy. I'm used to it though. I have literally done thousands and thousands, probably over hundreds of thousands of ornaments in my lifetime, and done all the little details. We used to do all the little stitching around them. That used to take hours and hours to do. Okay, all right. We're gonna pull off all of our pieces and kind of pre-assemble. I think you missed the white on one of the noses. I did. Thank you. Thank you. I did. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Okay, let me do that. Okay, so you are so right. Okay, let me dry that really quickly. I appreciate your help because guess what? I just can't seem to do everything myself. I need lots of help. I'm going to do that a little bit more. Okay, I think we're good to go. All right, thank you. I am always open for help for everything. Okay, let's just go ahead and we're just going to start building our little ornaments, pulling things off, putting them together. Oh, I did forget to paint the top of that. Remember I told you I need to go back and paint the top? Okay, let me just do that on the things that So I usually paint that top part. I will paint it the color of whatever is up there. Like this is a red hat, so I'm going to grab my red sponge. And then I already did that one because it was painted. This one is a white hat, so I'm going to grab my white. Okay. And then let me just dry that really quick. See, this is when I figure out, oh yeah, I missed that, I missed this. And pretty much, I think that's it. I think that's it. I probably didn't miss anything else. I think I got everything else. I hope. Okay, so inking. If you can't hang in till the end, that's okay. We're going to ink everything, and we are going to assemble, and we have our little red and white striped string. Okay, so this way I know that everything is done and that I didn't miss anything, like the little swish on the nose. It happens. It does happen. Okay, we're getting there. I keep looking at time. We still have plenty of time. I'm just glad that I could come on here and do this with you guys. I love being able to craft every morning. Who gets to do that? Who gets to craft something every single morning? And here I'll have 4 more ornaments to take to my craft show. I do have to tag everything tonight. I don't have a ton, but my table is getting quite full of big stuff. I have larger items this time. And I do have to unload. I didn't unload my truck with all the supplies. I have the cash registers and stuff still in there. I'm like, do I just leave it in there? If I have room, because I'm just gonna have to load it up next week. Maybe I'll just be carrying those registers around all weekend. I might just do it. I just don't. Okay. Or I put them in the garage. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. Actually, I'm gonna move it over. And I did not need my glue gun plugged in because there's nothing to glue on. Okay, so now we just have to ink everything and glue it together. I'm gonna get my glue out here. I'm gonna get a little sponge. Thank you. And a bunch of these guys. We need some helping hands. Okay, so move it up and we're just gonna start. Okay, we'll need a little bit of glue for small stuff. Okay, I have my string right here. They're very cute. Let me go in a little bit closer for you guys. Okay, that's probably good. All right, so just take it apart. You figured out that everything looks good. So now you gotta take it apart and you gotta ink. So we're just gonna do one at a time. Got my little ink pad. I like to use this one. Memento Luxe Espresso Truffle. It's available on Amazon. I put it on there all the time. I'm just going to kind of go around the areas that I can. And then I'm going to use my Q-tip. And believe me, that the Q-tip comes in handy on all these little things like this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go around all the things and then I'll go back to the ones that I need to use the Q-tip on, like around the bow areas. It's hard to get in there. Some of these things are easy, like the muzzle. You just swirl it around. This little bottom of the, or like the, not the bottom, part of the present, I just move it around. Thank you guys. And on the antlers, I just barely touch the tips of the antlers. I'm not going to get down in every little crevice. I just kind of touch the tips of that. And then on my hat, I accidentally got too much. I'm going to be using a wet Q-tip to get some of that off. Yeah, I got too much right there. So it's easy. It is water soluble. I stick the Q-tip in my mouth and I just use that, or water. If you have water close by, I don't. So then I can flip it over and use the other end for getting like the definition right there. And then on here, I want to do around the ears. I want to do around the facial areas. I just use these little pointy Q-tips. That's what they're called, pointy Q-tips. If you were to go on Amazon and search, it is pointy Q-tips. That's all they are. Okay. And so I just draw on with the Q-tips. I'm drawing on the ink in the areas that I can't fit the ink pad. Okay. And then I go through quite a few because then they start to get kind of smushy on the end. This one started out smushy. Sometimes the pointy part doesn't stay. I don't know what's wrong with it. So you just draw it on. There we go. Okay. And then I can assemble this. I try to cover my ink pad in between things. I just do. I know where my hat goes, so I can put some glue there. I know where the muzzle goes. I can see the bow part that has that, like this layer here. So I just start assembling. Line it up. Get all my pieces on. Oh, I could do my antlers. This part goes pretty quickly. Actually, this has antlers on it, so it's layers. It's layers, guys. So the bow, can do the nose. I can see where the hat goes. I can see where the antlers go. Okay, so, and then I'm going to go back. I'm going to make sure everything is lined up. Okay, so I'm just kind of getting it in place. But remember, this glue does set up pretty quickly. And I try to make sure I'm putting the cap back on there because it'll start oozing out a little bit. I hate it when I waste some. Perfect. Swispers in, oh, perfect, in Walmart. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, and then any glue that oozes out that I need to clean up, I use a Q-tip. I use a lot of the Q-tips. I go through a lot. Okay, now I'm going to kind of tip it up and make sure that it looks good on the top. Okay, so there's one. There we go. Okay, next. Take all the pieces off. Use my ink pad. And then we'll put the strings on after. Let's get everything assembled, and then we'll go back and we'll do the strings. This part just go around. So you can probably get, okay, doing your first one, it will probably take you an hour and a half to do all 4 of these. It probably will. So just count on it taking an hour and a half, and then you won't be, let's get all these, and then you won't be discouraged. You'll know that an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe, if you are just kind of taking your time. But if you just follow my video, you should be able to get it done in an hour and a half. We are at an hour and 12 minutes at this point. And I talk a lot. So if I didn't talk so much, then if we didn't try to solve all the world's problems every morning, right? So good things are happening. Looks like the government's going to be opened up. I have quite a few friends that have not been getting paid. My granddaughter is one of them that has not been getting paid. That with the military, they've been getting half their pay. That's hard. They're a young couple. This is my granddaughter. So it'll be good because they're over there in El Salvador having to pay. I think they were finally getting into their apartment, so that was good. That was a kind of a fiasco to get stationed over there and to get there, and their apartment was not available anymore. And they're only allowed to rent from certain places because it's not safe everywhere. It was the same way when I lived in Japan. They were like, here's your choices, and they pre-vetted the landlords to make sure that they're good landlords. So we had I believe that I didn't even get to choose. It was just like, here's your house for the next 4 years. When I lived there, I didn't end up living there 4 years though, because my husband and I got separated. But yeah, I didn't get to choose which house it was chosen for me. I believe that my husband's CO helped him with all that. All right, let's go ahead and let's assemble this. But yeah, my granddaughter, I haven't been able to talk to her yet. It kills me that she's over there. It does. It's really sad to me that she's over there. And I don't get to talk to her like I used to. I worry. But I am glad that looks like things are getting opened back up. I mean, there's friends that you wouldn't even think of that their husbands are affected because they are essential workers that are paid through the government, and they were not getting paid. So looks like it's a good thing because traffic controllers, we need them to be working. My grandson is flying over for Thanksgiving weekend, so I would love for them to be back on their job. I know they never really quit, but there weren't as many. It was a little crazy for a while, but it really looks promising that things are going to open back up. I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to say anything. If you're saying something political, please don't, because I just know that it takes both sides. Both sides have to cooperate. Okay. All right. He looks cute. Your son hasn't received any pay and he works for the... Yeah. Yep. I know. I have multiple friends that I didn't even realize that that's how it is. I think, you know, some of my husband's projects that he works on are their government projects. You know, the planes that he works on, the top secret stuff that I can't know about that they're building because they need to ensure our safety. It's like some of the future planes that are coming out. I'm sure that some of those programs probably did not get funded because all that stuff was halted. Yeah, it's hard. So the military was getting partial pay. Partial pay does not pay your rent. My granddaughter is really good at saving, and her husband also. So luckily they had money in their savings for things like that. They didn't have to borrow. They could have borrowed from the credit union. The credit union was giving interest-free loans, which is really kind of them to do that. We're getting there. We're almost there, guys. I probably will be under an hour and a half by the time that I put the strings on, which is good. I can still go in and clean up my mess. I have stuff all over Tara's desk and all over her laser. I just kept cutting orders and putting them into trays. We use great big things that look like cookie sheets, but they're not cookie sheets. You wouldn't cook on them. But they look like a great big cookie sheet to sort the orders. And we also use brownie pans from the Dollar Tree to sort the smaller, like the ornament orders. So I just kept cutting orders and putting them in there. I didn't, you know how when you get your orders, they're bagged into individual bags. That's what I get to do this morning. Is I have a huge order that I get to bag up this morning. I got everything cut for it though, so that was good. I just kept cutting all night. All right, the little scarf. The scarf's a little kind of weird how, I'm not sure how it's supposed to go right there. I'm just kind of doing it the way it looks like it's supposed to be. This little snowball part goes around and then do inside of my candy cane. Okay, all right, that was ready to glue together. You applaud those that continue to work and not know where. Yeah, exactly. Who can go 2 months without pay? Yeah, it's really difficult. It is really difficult to do that. Yeah, I personally, I could, but I wouldn't want to. I have money in savings, but I would not want to have to go for 2 months without pay. It would not be a good feeling to be draining my savings because of a choice that people are making. So anyways, there you go. That's my opinion. And it takes both sides, just like a marriage. It takes both sides to make it work. I'm not going to blame it on just one side. I believe it's both. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. It's kind of like when people are bickering and they're getting nowhere. And they each have to give a little bit. Yep, that's my humble opinion. Okay. These are so cute, you guys. If you haven't grabbed this kit yet, and remember, you get a free sign with this that's super cute. That I think it says believe in reindeers. I don't remember which one it was. I can bring it up on the screen, but you get a free sign. You always get a freebie. So that's kind of like your discount in there. Does that go in there? No, I think it just goes across. It doesn't actually go in. That one does go in. Okay. And then the nose. Got your nose. Okay. Let me look at it. I always like to tip it up and make sure everything is aligned properly. Next. You're the last one, little guy. Thanks for waiting so patiently. Oh my goodness. I love these too. If you love them, give me some hearts or give me a Christmas tree. Give me some type of cute emoji. I am so in love. They make me happy. I have all these little standard ones like this out on my table, and every time I walk by, it just makes me smile. And I'm hoping it will do the same with my customers when they walk into my booth, that they're just going to smile at how cute these little guys are. So, I do have to tag everything though. Tag it. I have to hook up my trailer tonight. I don't. My husband hooks it up, but the trailer has to be hooked up when he gets home from work. And then get all the boxes of my things that I got done in the last week and a half into my truck. Okay, oops, I still need that. So it's not a lot that I have to do. I have to do around the ears. We're almost done, guys. Record time. Just kind of drawing with that. Okay, I am going to do kind of inside of the wreath a little bit. These are so sweet. I'm glad that I decided to do a theme for both. So because our monthly kit kind of follows the theme, and this one's always Christmas. The Christmas kit is always Christmas, but I decided to do the regular monthly kit is for December, so it is also reindeer. Oops, I didn't do his body yet. Let me do the details on his body really quick. Let me do that. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there, guys. Okay, we're done with that. Let's glue. Take off the lid, Darlene. Thank you, guys. You think it's going to shut down again in January? I hope not, but yeah, at least they're going to get us through the holidays. They said that this is only good till January, but hopefully at that point they will have learned their lesson on things and it won't take them as long. So yeah, I feel like the only reason that they went ahead and got everything settled is because they don't want to have to be in session. They're having to keep going in session. And here comes Thanksgiving soon. And here comes the holidays. And you have people that aren't going to have food for the holidays. Can you even imagine if people didn't get their... I mean, there are people that rely on SNAP benefits because that's all the food they get. There are people that take advantage of it. But there are people that they really do need that because they are not able to survive without it. I am never going to, I don't ever want to judge people. You know, I do know that people take advantage, but who am I to judge? We leave the judging to Jesus, right? We know there's in every single thing in life, there will always be people. Oops, I got glue in the wrong area. There will always be people that take advantage of things. And we know that. So all we can do is do the right thing. The majority of people that need it are people, single moms. I've been there. I was never on, I didn't know about it. I didn't, maybe I would have been on it if I'd known about it, but I didn't know about food stamps and stuff like that. Had no idea. Had no idea that it existed, that someone would actually help you out. Didn't know that. I didn't need this. I was able to do everything without using that. Okay, let's put our strings on. Okay, we got all our little guys. Let's start down here, and that way by the time we get to that one, his glue will be dry. So I'm going to take my string. I probably made them extra long just because I actually was cutting in the dark last night. I was like, oh yeah, I need strings. I ran into my room and I didn't turn on the light. And so I just cut extra long. And so I'll probably tie it further down. Okay, my dogs are outside the door. They're like, Mom, 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 are you done yet? They're not used to me being this late. They're used to me going and I'll lay down for a few minutes before it's time for me to work. Okay, we're almost there. Almost. Our little guys. And then I'll trim them all at one time. I try to get them so they all hang about the same. Sometimes at my craft show, I'll have to adjust some because I made it too long. I want them all to be about the same length once I trim them. All right. 2 more. So I fold it in half. I put it through the hole. I open up the hole part and I grab those tails and pull that through. And then I just tie the knot at the top. So these ones we're not doing bows or beads. These ones, I'm just doing the cute little candy cane striped cording that I love so much. This is the thick one. There's a thinner one that I use on things like the mouse ornaments had the thin string because it's hard with them. They're a really small hole. They're small ornaments. Okay. All right, let's trim. No matter what side you're on, everybody should yeah, right. Everybody should have a full belly when they go to bed at night. I don't want anybody to be hungry. I've been hungry before. I have been where we had no money for food. Y'all know that story. Most of you do. Anyways, when my husband was going to training in Aurora, Colorado with the Air Force, we had no money. I worked at McDonald's. I got 1 meal a day. All right, let me put you up. That was my meal. My meal was what I got at McDonald's because we got to have a meal. So I had breakfast. I got breakfast every day. That was my only meal of the day. I got down to 105 pounds at 5'8". Yeah. I was so thin. And I'm trying to get these all to stand. All right, there's the last one. So we went to celebrate that him and his friends studied so hard and they all passed their test. I'm like, can I make it larger? Let me see if it'll hold. Oh, timber. I was trying to go in closer. So we went out to barbecue to celebrate, and we only had enough money for my husband to eat. And I was like, it's okay. I'll just sit over here with the baby. So she had formula. So anyways, I was sitting to the side, letting them go through the line. It was one of those barbecues that you go through and order. And this guy with this big Texas hat and boots on and a suit came up to me and gave me $20. And he said, honey, you go get whatever you want to eat. And it changed my life because I was like, how could somebody who doesn't know me just give me money? And I ate. I was able to eat. And so having food, I've been there and I did not know about food stamps. We just went without. My husband could eat on base. Sometimes he brought me back food from base and he just stashed a hamburger in his pocket. And he just bring me back food because he could eat at the base cafeteria. So he didn't go without. He could have all his meals there, and once in a while he'd bring me home something. So anyways, we had helper a lot. You know what helper is without the hamburger. I've been there. We have been starving. We have been literally starving. At 105 pounds, that was really thin for me. That was really tiny. So anyways, so I get it. I don't want anybody to ever have to go through that. It's not fun. All right, guys, I love you. Yeah, everybody should get paid too. All right, love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go clean up my craft room so Tara can do her job today. And I will see you guys on Friday. I will not be here tomorrow. I may do a Facebook Live of my booth if I'm not too exhausted at the end. Tomorrow, I will be setting up my craft show. So, and then it opens Friday, Saturday. I will be working on Saturday. If you're going to the craft show, don't look for me on Friday. I will be there on Saturday.